Hello, Lolo. Convey, and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. In this video, we're just going to quickly take a look at the upcoming season's cards. So we'll look at the season pass card, Blink, it's on the screen right now. Then we'll look at the Spotlight Cash, the new Spotlight Cash cards coming in, and then we'll look at the Spotlight weeks, talk about the cards, see which week's a good week to open up some cards, and yeah. So let's get into it. So Blink, the new season pass card. 5/6 on reveal, swap the last card you played with a higher cost card from your deck. This screams really good with like Jubilee. It could be a better Lockjaw or a more reliable Lockjaw, I guess. With Lockjaw, you get to go multiple times, right? So I'd imagine this card's going to be fun to play. I'm not sure how good it's going to be in like a meta sense. I think the card on itself is going to be good. Whether it's going to fit into a proper meta slot, we'll have to wait and see. But I feel like it's going to fit into ramp decks, right? Electro on 3, Blink on 4. Then you can play other cards. Maybe you even need to just go as heavy on big cards as you normally do. In ramp stuff, you can probably maybe play a couple more 1s and 2s or 3s, you know, and just benefit from the energy, while also, you know, getting a big card out for free. So it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to playing Blink. And with that card, we also have Nocturne coming today. This is a 3/5. You can move this once. When this moves, replace the location with a random one. So it's Nightcrawler and Scarlet Witch, right? Honestly, I am looking forward to playing this card because 1, I like move cards. 2, I like some RNG. And with move, like move, it kind of felt awkward to put in a location change card. So this might help bridge that gap of its weakness. And if anything, it's a 3/5, right? I think they've kind of nailed it recently with the stats. I do think that requires some buffs for some older cards to get up to this power creeps that we've got now, right? Like the new 3 costs have kind of been 5 power unless they've got a crazy ability. So I feel like just 3/5 alone is a good enough stats. So I'm looking forward to playing this card. This is one of the ones I'm most excited for this month, and I rate it the highest just because I feel like it's going to suit the decks I like more than anything else. Then, oops, what have I done here? Next up, we have Sage. 3/0 on reveal, +2 power for each different power among all other cards here. So this is like a, what's she called? Wolfsbane, right? It's kind of a Wolfsbane, but bigger. And it requires a little bit more setup. It can get bigger, but it's also a little annoying. Honestly, I feel like the card could be good. In being a free cost, I think this might be the weakest card this month. It does have some potential, but I feel like it's going to be a little awkward. I feel like this could easily fit into like a bounce type deck. Maybe you could go some like Ravonna bounce type stuff, maybe, or you just bast the card, I guess. Like you could go Ravonna with this in, and you have like what's his name, Grandmaster in here as well. Then you go like Wolfsbane and stuff like that, and you have this like cheeky low power base card that you're in there, and you buffing them all up, and it gets pretty big. Maybe, we'll see. I have to do some theory crafting on decks for this. But honestly, I think this card is probably, in my opinion, it's going to be the weakest card. I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of just, it's going to get big, don't get me wrong. You're going to get some big Sages. But I don't know, I just, something off with the card. Maybe I just haven't looked at the card enough and done enough cooking, but I'm not really feeling Sage. Next is probably the sleeper. I think, I can't really call it the sleeper card, Nomura, because everyone is thinking it's going to be a sleeper card. So if everyone thinks it's going to be the sleeper card, it's not really a sleeper card, is it, right? It's just everyone thinks it's going to be good, so it's going to be good. On reveal, she's a 5/5. On reveal, give +5 power to each of your cards alone at another location. So this is the people have been theory crafting, like going like Colossus, and like I see Mystique or Armor or something like that in another lane, right? To protect themselves from getting deleted and stuff like that, and then you Wong, Namora, Odin, and just get some big stuff. But I think like just the power alone could be good. Right, imagine this, just Jeff in a lane, right? You just put Jeff in a lane, you have her in here. You give Jeff, what, +5, so he's up to 8 power. A moving card. You put her with some move cards, you know. You have Visions and Jeff and stuff like that. And then you're moving around, able to bounce power around, and the last turn you could put them anywhere you want. There's plenty of possibilities with this card. So I feel like people saying it's going to be the sleeper card is probably underestimating how much people are looking forward to this card. This is a card I think that could end up the best. Like I think Nocturne's going to be the best for me, but I think this could end up being the best card this month, just because there's endless possibilities, right? What happens if you put this in a ramp deck, right? You ramp up Black Panther, Namora on there, then you Zola, the Black Panther over or something like that. You know, there's endless possibilities. Anyways, that's enough talking about that card. Sasquatch, I feel like this is a card that was needed for bounce. Like I bounce fries my brain. Like when you're trying to figure out how to bounce and then play the cards you want. So it felt like it needed a big card. You obviously had Hitmonkey and stuff like that, but that meant you had to go on turn 6, right? Which is a bit awkward. Like it was always like you want to save stuff for 6. This should work with Mysterio, right? Because it's technically you playing the cards in the location, it's not putting them to play. So like a Mysterio already puts this down to a 3/10, which is going to be decent in it, right? You like what? Say you Mysterio, and then like 2 1s on 5 or something like that. Then on 6 you could play like Sasquatch, Mockingbird, then like I don't know, a Hitmonkey or something else in there, right? You could. It's gonna give bounce a lot of burst on the last turns. So I'm looking forward to playing this card. Bounce is a little awkward. Next up we have the Spotlight Weeks, the cards that are coming. So tonight is obviously you got the Speed Season Pass card and you got Nocturne coming with Kyra and Selene. Honestly, pretty weak week. It's pretty weak. Selene, honestly, I can't remember really the last time I played her. Maybe she goes in some Goblin type deck, but I don't really play her. So yeah, Kyra honestly fits into like high evo stuff. Outside of that, or Zoo. Outside of that, not really, because like it should be good card. Maybe Kyra comes back with like Blink and stuff like that. The cards are going to get big, and maybe Ramp makes an appearance so you play her to protect 6s and stuff like that. But maybe, but I still feel like pretty weak. Next up, we have Sage with Legion and Living Tribunal. These are. I'm just going to move my face. These are variants. I'm pretty sick. I actually like these variants. So obviously, we've got Sage, Legion, good card, but he's a Series 4, right? I'm not mistaken. Series 4. And then Living Tribunal. Like, I feel like a lot of people should have Living Tribunal by now. Mainly for the fact that I feel like he must have been the card that's been in the most Spotlight caches. Honestly, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Him on Null Right have been in a lot. So I do feel like a lot of people have got this. So this may be a past week as well. It's kind of a weak week. Next up, we have Namora, Black Knight, and Scar. Honestly, could be a good week because I feel like Namora's going to be decent, and she works well with Scar, right? If you can buff up 2 cards in 2 lanes to get to what is it 10 power you need for Scar? I haven't actually played him in a while. you can buff up 2 cards to get there to reduce the power of Scar, maybe. Or, you know, yeah, I just feel like there could be a possibility there. Also, Black Knight stuff, right? If you could discard some at play Ebony Blade early, then you can no more of that because it can't have its power reduced, it can't be destroyed, right? So that works out. So I feel like these cards all go well together. So this could be a good week. And in the last week, but yeah, I'd say this is the best week, the Namora week, right? But we'll look at the last week and then we'll quickly flick through them. So we've got Sasquatch, Havoc, Ravonna. So again, all these cards could go together, right? Could easily, like I said about Mysterio and Havoc on turn 5 maybe. Put Sasquatch down to a 2 cost. Then you have like Mockingbird in there, which is going to be reduced by 3 from the Mysterio alone. I'm going to put that down to 2 if you got that in there. Ravonna could go in here for some like Sage stuff in the Havoc deck, right? You have like Sage and maybe Grandmaster and stuff like that. Low power cards that they're going to be playing around for cheap. Honestly, looking quite good. Like, I like Havoc. Just feel like, I don't know, maybe Sasquatch is the answer to make Havoc more playable, right? Obviously, Shadow King hurts, and you're giving up 1 energy per turn if you play him, and he's open to Shadow King. So, yeah. Or you could just go fully negative, right? Ravonna with Havoc, you got negative stuff. Honestly, pretty good. So yeah, let's quickly rate these. So I'd say the best week's Namora. Then I would say it's probably the Sasquatch week, because Ravonna is a really solid card. Then I would probably put the Legion one, just for Legion. And then Nocturne, probably the weaker week. Anyways, that's enough rambling for me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you later for a Blink video and a Nocturne video. Peace.